Equalization, or EQ, means making audio sound better by manipulating frequencies. You rarely hear just one frequency, for example, this tuning fork, which has a frequency of 440 Hz. It's also rare to hear all the frequencies at once at the same volume. We call that white noise. Usually you're hearing some frequencies, some louder, some quieter, some missing. But with equalization, you bend all frequencies to your will. By boosting or lowering specific frequencies, you can make your voice sound more clear and more appealing. Recording too muddy? EQ it. Recording too shrill? EQ it. The S's sound like snakes? EQ it. By learning what happens at which frequency, you can EQ anyone's voice, even these guys. Let's see how. Before we start equalizing, some caveats.
Get it over with. We have a lot to face up to.
First, equalization boosts or cuts what is in the recording. It doesn't invent new audio from nothing. So if you talk like Miss Piggy, equalization alone cannot make you have a low, rich voice like Darth Vader. But equalization can give you the best sounding version of your own voice. Second, equalization works best when you record across all frequencies. Here's a Zoom recording.
Luckily, he was available, so we've completed a total of 5 modules and all the labs.
It sounds okay, but it'll never sound great. Why? Well, look at the high frequencies. Zoom doesn't send any, and neither does that headset mic.
We're still good.
Great, because this course has high revenue goals next quarter.
No pressure.
Oh, almost forgot. They changed the product name.
What?
You can't boost or cut what isn't there, so get a good mic that gives you all the frequencies to play with, from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Third, EQ is subtle. You need a good pair of headphones to notice what we do in the next part, so wear them if you got them. Finally, you need tools to manipulate specific frequencies. Our team uses Adobe Audition, but all these principles apply in any app that lets you modify frequencies. All right, with that, let's beautify some voice audio. In Audition, open the file you want to improve, then go to Effects, Filter and EQ, Graphic Equalizer 30 bands. These sliders boost and cut narrow ranges of frequencies. The principles I'm about to show work the same in any equalizer. What frequencies do we care about? Well, most men's voices fall mainly between 150 Hz and 6,000 Hz or 6 kHz. Most women's voices sound mainly between 350 Hz and 8,000 Hz or 8 kHz. Knowing this allows us to move fast when dealing with sounds that fall outside those frequencies, as you'll soon see. Now you might think EQ means turn up the bass or turn up the treble. I had this mindset the first time I mixed a live band. The synth player says, "Give me more keyboard in the monitor," so I turn them up a little. Soon the guitar player asks, "Can I get more guitar?" "Sure." Then the horn player goes, "I can't hear my sax," so I turn her up. Well, pretty soon the whole band is painfully loud, and they still can't hear themselves. Why? Because the guitar, piano, and sax compete for the same frequencies. A better way is subtractive EQ. That whole mid-range section of keyboard, guitar, sax might have been happier if I just turned down the bass and drums. Cut before you boost. Before adding more so-called good frequency, see if you can take away bad frequency. Subtractive EQ avoids all risk of distortion. Let's get into specific examples. I've given you all the theory, now let's apply it in part 2.